My team read another one.
Stuff up my guy media. We're there with a Brum town legend, Ricky Tru himself.
Oh,
Big up yourself, man, for coming through. Man.
Yeah.
Begging us to come through and check out the new place.
definitely.
Yeah, like Ricky's for the community, because we're coming here and we said, you know what, Ricky, we need a little interview. And then Ricky was just all aboard, man. trust
Ready.
me. Ready.
Big up the Brum town scene and things like that. But yeah, man. Straight in, we got a couple questions for you because we know you're a man of many talents, you feel me?
Definitely.
But we'll just start from the start. Yo, Ricky, what inspired you to become a chef in the first place?
Alright, so you got chef and you got cook.
Yes.
I'm a cook.
Okay.
So I sent my kids to college,
Yeah.
UCB, to be chefs.
Yeah.
So I've got sons out there that are chefs.
Yeah.
A chef's different to a cook. I'm a cook. I cook rice and peas, white rice, oxtail, curry goat, stewed chicken, pepper steak. I do seafood. I do everything that a cook can cook.
Yes.
Chefs are different to what I do. You can find a chef in Marco Pia. You can find a chef in Fumo. You can find a chef in Malmaison.
Yeah.
They're the chef.
Yeah.
You got different types of chefs as well. But I just know I'm a cook. You understand what I'm saying?
The
Jeff?
chefs are often quite bland though. You know when you got bland food.
Yeah.
Salt and pepper.
Chefs are very bland.
Yeah.
You know, you have to add salt, you have to add pepper.
I feel like chefs are more professional, so they
Chefs
cater
are-
for everybody.
Chefs are professional.
Yes.
They've been to college for this.
Yes, yes.
They know how to cut things, cut fruit and make it look pretty. They know how to make things look pretty. Do you understand me? Yeah.
Yeah. Give us a little walkthrough of the time you started until, let's say, the time you was on Godly Road.
Okay, so the time I started, I've been cooking. I've been cooking now for 13 years. Obviously, I guess you got know before that I'm a DJ. So I've been locking down the town, Birmingham, for many years. I'm at a big man age now, so.
All right, let's talk about the little DJ history before we get onto the whole
Okay,
thing.
okay.
What was your DJ name first of all?
My DJ name is Ricky Tru.
Okay, it was always been Ricky Tru.
It started off from Little Ricky because obviously that was sound business.
Yes.
So I was doing sound business first.
So you're from the sound era basically.
I'm from the sound era. First sound I played was New Sensation Sound and Bars Lead. Wayne Irie. Then man, they brought me into the business when I was 12, 13. So I have to show my homage and my respect to them man there. I've seen Big John, Wayne Irie and them man, they're doing this. And I thought, this whatever they're doing, I think I can do it as well. And my caliber of music was where they was as well. Because my things from, you know, Admiral Bailey, Liquid John, them kind of artists back in the day, Sanchez, Dennis Brown, that's my era. Like the people that I'm mentioning there, even before a lot of them died, like Dennis Brown, I was doing dubplates with them man there when I was young. Like it's different to the era of music now, which is your craft. You understand what I'm saying? Your Chronic Law, they're all new in the business. I've been there way before them, doing it years before them. I've been voicing Bon Tequila from when I was about 16. I've been voicing Beanie Man. I've been voicing
Big names there.
I've been voicing a lot of artists like, do you understand what I'm saying? I know Cartel from about 1998, 99, from Waterford. Like, not to know, I know Cartel off the YouTube or anything. I know Cartel as a brethren back in the day. So, seeing where these men are now, I have to look and think, yeah man, but sometimes I've done what I've had to do in the music.
Do you feel like you should have, not should have necessarily, but do you feel like staying in the DJing industry would have got you to a places where them man have gone, kind of thing?
Yeah, well I've been where them men have gone. I've been where them men have gone. Like, as a DJ from Brum, I'm the first man ever in Birmingham to fly out to Dubai to play reggae music.
Okay.
Like, the first man to play dance in Dubai.
Yeah.
Me, Footer I, many other DJs.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying to you? Like I've been Miami. I've been Miami, I played in Miami.
Yeah.
I played British Link up in Miami.
Yeah.
I played Pananak in Miami.
Hey.
Nashi in Fire.
Yeah.
I've been partying with them man in Miami. I've been with Brum in Miami, British Link up. I've been doing this for years. Like I'm one of the first DJs in Birmingham that took a passport and flew out so many places to play. St. Kitts, Nevis, Barbados, Miami, Jamaica many times, them kind of stuff, you know.
So how do you feel like the support was, so see when you travel to these different countries, how do you feel like that differed from here?
It differs from here because, you see, when you go into these places to play, people dance and acknowledge what you're doing. You see here's the thing where people just stand up and watch you.
Too cool for school.
Yeah, trying to watch what you're doing. And
Yeah, people just stand up and watch what you're doing, rather than
not tell you the rate either.
No. They're not gonna actually tell you that they rate you even. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So that I get over that. You understand me? You have to rate yourself first.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So what would you say the transition was from you DJing and then getting into the culinary business, like to being a cook? I know you said you was a cook from earlier.
Well, I've been doing cooking from a long time, so
yeah. Well, for the business aspect, what got you from DJing into?
well, my fiance now,
Yes.
Sasha, her mum and her mum and her stepdad had food shops,
Okay.
and at the time they've got one in West Brum and one on Dudley Road.
Yes.
And they wanted to focus on one of them, so they gave one of them to their daughter.
Okay.
They gave one to her daughter, which is the one on Dudley Road, which is the original Top Taste.
Yes.
So we took that on. I've been there 13 years now.
Because we did do a little research and we noticed that it wasn't kind of not necessarily you that started the Top Taste.
It wasn't me. It was not me that started Top Taste. Top Taste started, like I said, from my fiance's mum
Yes.
and her stepdad. So Angie and Borough, they started this years ago. But the thing about it is, the amount of shops that came in between that time and lockdown, but Top Taste has always been there.
Yeah.
It don't even matter if the name changed.
Yeah.
We've, as a family unit, we've always been there in Brum. We've never let down our business.
Household names.
Yeah, we've never, like, everybody knows about Top Taste. From Top Taste, everybody knows about Mr. Shrimps.
Yes.
I am Mr. Shrimps.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? There isn't a person out there that can say, I'm Mr. Shrimps.
Yeah.
Do you understand me? So, when COVID came, I switched up the name, and that's when Dudley Road just became flat now. Everybody want to know who's Mr. Shrimps, who's Mr. Shrimps.
Thinking it's someone else.
Yeah, thinking it's somebody else, because I've done it behind a closed door.
Serious.
But then obviously, when it just came out, I thought to myself, you know, COVID's running, the whole of COVID's coming now, and then when COVID came, you had people making drinks, you had loads of chefs, you had this, that.
Also,
So, you understand me? So I just had to come out, not the closet, I just had to come out, so I come out the closet for the wrong thing. You understand me? Me, I'm not that guy. You understand me? But I just had to come from behind the door and make everybody know Ricky Tru is Mr. Shrimps.
Serious.
You understand me? Then after Mr. Shrimps now, I thought to myself, take it a different direction and use the Caribbean.
Yes. Yeah.
Caribbean infused. That's what I've got on Dudley Road now.
Yeah.
Caribbean and cocktails, what I've got here now.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
did have Caribbean and cocktails before in King's Heath,
Okay.
in a small little unit restaurant, but it was too small.
Yeah.
By 6, 7 o'clock, it was always fun.
I was gonna ask you what you see in the early doors. Did you have any influences for cooking per se? Was there anyone in Birmingham that was necessarily doing their cooking
Yeah,
that
Bing.
you took inspiration
Bing.
from? Yeah, big up Bing.
Bing's a general.
Yeah, big up Bing,
Bing, I
man.
remember when Bing first showed me
Yeah.
slide juice, I
Yeah.
looked at Bing, I was like, okay, alright. So here what I want.
we gotta take
Remember,
that.
Bing's bought house, land,
Yeah.
cars, Bentley, everything just out of property juice. Never mind his food, because he's a general. You understand me? I would never put anybody in Birmingham over Bing.
Serious.
There's nobody, bro.
Not even Russell's.
Russell's, that's something called watered down curry goat
bro.
and some watered down food, bro. Like
Big
Russell's couldn't stand up in water against Buzz Rock, Father Bing. Do you understand me? To what Bing's done in Birmingham, nobody's done.
Serious.
Ricky Tru has never reached his level.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying, Jack? So if I've never reached his level, there's nobody's reached Bing's level in Birmingham. Because I'm a very get up and go person. I can do this, bro. But if nobody's, Bing's on council vans, Bing's everywhere.
Serious.
Do you understand me?
He even got his the business where he where he does like
the breakfast one.
no, where he does like catering.
He
Even
does
the
a lot of
catering.
Listen,
Yeah.
most of the big funerals, big
Serious.
person.
Yeah, or if you got a big funeral and you hire a Bing,
It's Bing, and I remember another thing, you have to have Bing's money. Because remember, you just have to have Bing's money because Bing is a man like this now. If you're booking Bing to come and do your funeral, your event and that, if you're giving them cooks and chefs 2-3 grand, Bing, you're definitely giving 10.
Oh, definitely.
100%. This way you can drive around with a Bentley with Bing on it.
Yeah.
Haven't reached there yet, you'll soon get there.
Yeah.
You'll soon get there.
So what would you say the difference is from the Dudley Road to being more local to more now you're in the centre of
Into
town?
corporate.
Yeah.
What it is, Dudley Road is more ghetto.
Yeah, definitely.
A man will come in and talk to my staff with no manners, just for food. And I don't get that because if it's food, bro, you're supposed to have manners, respect, and admiration for when you're going into a person's place.
I just feel like anywhere you go, you just should have use certain standard of manners to
Yes.
respect to you.
So
no matter you go into a Caribbean shop, you go into the white man shop, you go into the Asian man shop, it always should be a level
because
of manners that you carry.
when I go to buy food anywhere, I go with manners and respect.
Serious.
I don't want nobody to do nothing to my food.
Yeah.
Furthermore,
behind the scenes.
you really can't do a lot to people's food because even behind the scenes you have got cameras
Serious.
and this and that. So at the end of the day, but I think when you go into a person's establishment, I think you should go in there with full respect. Respect's the key to ordering food because that food's going down in your belly, bro. You understand what I'm saying, Jack? I'm not going to walk into somebody's restaurant and rush my food. If a takeaway is taking 20 minutes to do my food, that means the food must be coming from fresh.
Yeah.
If you go Bing's and you order, sometimes you go Bing and order a sky juice, it might take you 45 minutes.
Literally.
Do you understand what I'm saying, Jack? You might take you 45 minutes, but at the end of the day, to get something good, you have to wait for it.
You have to. It's all about quality, man. That's why.
Simple.
So how do you think how did this come about coming into the city centre and that?
Okay, well,
It was something else, it was art before or something like that?
yeah. Well, what it was, everybody wants to know how I got into the city.
Yeah.
Because, come on, Ricky Tru, they would have blocked me out of this.
Yeah. Serious.
You understand me? Enough of them would have blocked me out of this because right now, the amount of haters are thinking, how did he get in here? Do you understand me? So, you know, I've got a cousin that has got a security company and me and him was doing some business at the time with a club which is at the front of my restaurant called King of Clubs.
Yes.
And me and him was doing some business at the time and he was in Dubai and then he flew back in and then me and him sat down and had a meeting and I said to him, have you got any restaurant for me to take over in town?
Yeah.
I said to him, I'd like to put my money into town now rather than taking my money and putting it into the ghetto fully.
Yeah.
He was like, alright then, give me 2 days. He phoned me back. When he phoned me back on a FaceTime with the guy that owns King of Clubs.
Okay.
He owns King of Clubs. So me and this man now became friends.
Friends. Yeah.
So when we became friends now, it was a business setting. So we started to deal with business now. Furthermore, before I took over this restaurant, I was running events here at the front of the club.
Okay.
So, you know, you can rent the club from me, get it probably about $4 grand. Do you get what I'm saying? So people from the ghetto come to me and get it.
Yes. It is.
So that's what I was doing at the time. So, you know, if you want King of Clubs, you can come to Ricky Tru because the man that owns the whole actual. This building is so massive. It's like a football club, bro. It is massive. So you've got the back part, which is the restaurant. You've got the front part, which is the club. You've got way upstairs, well, when you go upstairs is the shisha lounge, which is another dimension again. My fiance runs that part. So obviously I've took on this part of the restaurant. The owner for the club still owns King of Clubs, and my missus runs upstairs. So it's just business at the end of the day.
Yeah. Talk about that. I was gonna say, what you see how the it's come like a new era of food. How do you keep how do you stay updated with like trends and food
You
trends
like
and
doing
stuff?
the trap boxes, innit?
Yeah, because I remember at Dudley Road you was doing like the trap boxes, so you
I'm the
had
trap
like the
box.
waffles and the
Listen. To do with them trap boxes and that, I'm to do with them trap boxes and that. Like I've been doing trap boxes for over like 10 years because it was something that I seen and I turned around and thought, you know what, let me pull that off on Dudley Road. But nobody was doing trap boxes. There was no trap kitchen. There was none of these places.
They're watered down though.
Because they don't know how to cook. Like I said, they probably got chefs in there. So trap boxes became a thing where I just thought, you know, put a bit of everything in a box and just sell it. So that's where trap boxes came from. And everybody now, if you go to certain places and that, people have got trap box on their menu.
Yeah, serious.
Like you're thinking.
Like I feel like during lockdown, the real trap box thing like it circulated the whole of the UK.
Definitely.
You see me?
Definitely.
So I think everybody wanted to have their hand in the pie.
Definitely. Just know that in Birmingham, in Brum, I'm the man for that. There's no other man for that. Like everybody that's doing trap boxes now or whatever, they took it off me. Do you understand me? And I didn't mind. Do what you're doing, I never find nobody for it. I remember there was one African guy that come to me, I think he was from Warsaw, and tried to say to me, he's going to sue me for trap boxes. And I'm saying, you never invented trap box at all. You never invented it at all whatsoever.
Either way, he's not going to be doing Caribbean food the way you're slipping it in there.
Definitely. I know I'm the man for trap boxes in Birmingham. There's no other guy. I know for a fact they can call me the trap box king. There's no other guy for that.
So you see when you come up adversities like that, so like people trying to sue you, people being rude to you stuff, how do you actually deal with that?
You know, so sometimes you just have to just overlook it, bro. And just you have to overlook it, and sometimes you have to step in. Like I've got staff, but sometimes I'll go into my shop on Dudley Road for like 3-4 months and stay in there. Just to keep everything, you know, to keep everything away. Destiny, just to keep everything going. You understand?
How do you feel about managing your staff, and how do you keep your staff like combined? Let's say like working together. And
well, like I said, before I came into here, I was in a wheelchair for 5 years and 8 months.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
We'll get to that.
Yeah, I've been in a wheelchair for 5 years and 8 months. So it was hard. Then on top of it now, the staff that I had, they kind of walked out on me because I just think that they didn't think I was going to walk again. So, you know, some people might think that the money's gone. You know, so I remember being in a wheelchair. It's like when I was in a wheelchair, it probably cost me like £90,000 a year on Dudley Road just to keep everything running. Do you get what I'm saying, Jack? And I'm not saying it was killing me, but remember, COVID had just over. Everybody thinks that you had money in COVID, but at the end of the day, it's not that you had money in COVID. After COVID is finished now, everything's gone. The price has gone high. Wages have gone high. Everything's gone high. So that's why I just took over, man. You see the Dudley Road? I just got rid of all cooks, all chefs, and done it myself.
Okay.
You see in Birmingham, like I said, there's only one man that can cook like me, and it's big. There's no other man. Like, so I do festivals. I do a lot of, like, you know, you got people out there that do a lot of celebrity cooking. And this, my son does a lot of that.
Footballers and stuff.
Yeah, footballers and all that. But before even my son got into all that, and I was doing all that.
Yeah.
So artists come, popcorn is me cook for them.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? Before even Ryan Sterling become big,
Yes.
I remember he used to come down Dudley Road on a Sunday.
Yeah.
This was when my son was a little juvenile, and he used to buy all my patties from me,
Yeah.
all my food from me,
Yeah.
back it up in his car and gone about his business. You understand what I'm saying, Jack? So I've been there, I've done that, bro.
Yeah,
Remember, I'm telling you, 100%.
So you see with the restaurant, so there's like a saying that restaurants last probably about 3 years, like one of the hardest things to get into. So how do you go about doing the longevity of it?
Alright, the longevity is, like I said, I've been on Dudley Road for 13 years.
Exactly.
I've just signed a lease here for 10 years. So at the end of the day, you can only hope and pray, alhamdulillah, that it definitely will continue. At the end of the day, I'm a person that I don't sleep in my bed.
Yeah.
I'm a business person.
Yeah.
So it's business I'm doing at the moment.
It's like even when we've come in here, we've seen you behind the desk, so I know you keep a keen eye on your business.
I keep a keen eye on my business.
Yeah, I know
Let
you.
know what's going out, what's
Yes,
coming in,
yes,
signing in, signing out.
We spoke to your staff before we come in, and she let us know that how we was asking her how she managed to end up working it. She's bigging you up, and she was saying, since you've opened 3 weeks ago, you ain't took a day off.
I haven't took her there.
That's
one
a serious.
I haven't took her there.
That's really stuck on you
I
guys.
don't know which one of the Brown, how people say, no people say Ricky Tru racist. Yeah. I don't know why them say me racist. No. Me love our colour and our
You
nationality.
still got to look after your people.
Me look after the people. So I remember, I gave him my number. I said, listen, I got a new restaurant opening, and I gave him my number. She just kept ringing me, boom, until she got the job. And right now, she's probably at the top here working for me and my fiance right now.
I told her she looks like the big boss, like she's walking around like she handles.
No, she
can
can.
handles all the stuff and that. Like, she's
Definitely. One of my girls here, she can kind of run a thing when I'm not here.
Serious?
And my fiance's put that in her as well.
Yes,
Because
yeah.
obviously I deal with the kitchen part. You understand me? My missus will deal with a lot of logistics, paperwork, that to go through. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I leave that to her. Anybody that works here, I never interview them.
Okay.
And I won't get into all that because at the end of the day, nobody can't say Ricky Tru interviewed me, gave me a job, sacked me.
Yeah.
I leave that to the admin and the people at the top.
Yes.
That's where I'm not there.
Okay.
I'm just dealing with what I'm to deal with in the kitchen
Yeah.
and getting the food out and making it taste right.
So how do you find navigating a family business? But I know a lot of people have trouble with that, especially like in a black community. You don't see that a lot. You only see one person.
Well, what it
find
is,
themselves.
like I said, from I've been in the wheelchair, a lot of my family members turn their back on me. I don't really even look at them now. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So, my fiance, like I said, I was in a wheelchair for 6 years. I was in hospital for 9 weeks. She's washed me. She took the thing away from the nurses where the bed washed me and that. She had to do all them things. You know, she emptied out my potty and that because I was in a bad way, bro. Like, I was in a really, really bad way. When I crashed, like, she bathed me. She made sure I was alright. Do you get what I'm saying to you? And she brought me back from the dead. Because I'm not being funny, I was dead. You know, I was dead. Like, I've had 17 operations. I've had 12 blood transfusions.
Speaking of the crash, how's your mental health been since then?
My mental health been, I can't say my mental health been up because at the end of the day, it was either I met the tablets in the hospital mash me up, or take a way of getting over that because I was let out of hospital with about 50 odd tablets. Like the injections for my stomach, like the amount of injections I've had to have and that. Like I'm only just starting to walk back properly now. Do you catch what I'm saying? And you know, if I would have listened to the hospital, I would have still been in a wheelchair now.
Yeah.
I have a little problem on my left leg at the moment. And I've phoned the surgeons and said, well, we suggest that you sit back in the wheelchair. I wanted to tell them, go and suck at me.
Yes.
But I just said to myself, you know what, rather than that, I'm just going to be humble and just take small steps.
Yes, yeah.
Do you understand me? Because for me to sit back into the wheelchair now, it's going back on myself, and I don't want that. Do you understand
We
me?
see you today walking in strong with no crutches going on.
No, I've got no crutches.
Opportunity.
Yeah, no crutches. I'm supposed to be on crutches.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be in the wheelchair. But at the end of the day, to me, that's going to put me back. I've been there 6 years. I need to get up and I need to do this. If I was still in the wheelchair, I wouldn't be here now.
Yeah, serious, man, serious. How do you feel like about the critics that say, you know what, Ricky Tru, I don't think he's gonna walk again. He's done. His business gotta be done. How do you feel about
Yeah, because
all them man there?
at the end of the day, everybody said that I wasn't going to walk again. But I wasn't working with them. I was working with God.
Serious?
I wasn't working with the hospital. I was working with God.
Serious?
I wasn't working with them. I was working with my fiance, my missus. So from my missus is saying, yo, listen, get up. Listen, I remember taking about 32 tablets, yeah? Sitting at a window, yeah? And naming every bird a name.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember the day my missus come out and said, listen, don't do that. Because next thing, you're going to end up like one of them man, as a madman walking down Soho Road. And my missus told me from that, like, I have to, like I said, like I had to come out of that. Like, I've been through the worst. Them tablets could have actually, this is why you see when you see enough black man on the road, and they look like they're junkies or they look like they're smoking. Half of them are not. It's because some of them had an accident. And then when you get prescribed things like all these tablets that he's prescribed, and they're opiates.
Yeah, legal medication. Legal.
They're opiates. So when you're given opiates now, and then you go back to the doctors and you say, "Can I get this medication?" They say no. So you're thinking, "But I was let out of the hospital with these. So why are you not giving them back now?" So furthermore, this is where I understand where some man will go to the local man down the road, give me a half a six, give me some bees, go in their yard, smoke it, no pain.
It's the same thing as what the doctors are giving
No,
them.
no pain, and that's fine for them. And then when they can't afford that now, they end up turning cruff on the road. Well, that couldn't reach me, 'cause I'm strong-minded. Right now, I know a million man, I could have phoned and said, yo, give me half a six, give me this. And being your brethren, they'll probably bring it home to. You understand me? I'm not going to go and give my brethren crack. My brethren, you understand what I'm saying? They don't what your situation. So, at the end of the day, this is why I got a lot of time for people out there. In fact, me and my missus left here last night. So when we left here last night, we walked around on the road. So when we got to that corner, we seen a man sleeping on the floor. At that time of night, I can't go and get a blanket, but I can give him £5. You understand me? And then me and my missus had gone home, and then we had to come back at the house. This is about 1 o'clock last night. No, this is about 1 o'clock last night. No, probably about 1:45 last night. And then when we got back on the road, I heard my missus say, "Oh my God, if we knew he was going to come back out, we should have bought a blanket for my man." You understand what I'm saying? Jack? So now I just know this week I need to go and buy like 20 blankets. It's cold for them. I need to go and buy 20 blankets, put them in my boot, and give them to people that are still sleeping on the road. Because that's what I'm about. Remember, I was feeding people. I was feeding homeless in my wheelchair. You know? And before I crashed, I was feeding the homeless. But at that time, you know, I was Ricky Tru, I was going on with beer things. But at the end of the day, then the police are watching me, because the police are saying, "Oh, is he selling drugs?" Because them time I'm interacting with the homeless, and I'm interacting with the junkies on the road.
So the thinking.
So I own a shop on Dudley Road. So this is where the police know, "Oh, that's Ricky Tru. Let's go and have a word with him." So when they come to me now, "Are you selling drugs?" No, I'm not selling drugs. You understand? I'm actually helping the homeless. I'm feeding them, making sure they're good, making sure they're all right. Do you understand me? And I'm a one-man army. I'm not an organisation that the city council give money to or the government give money to. You understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah.
How do you feel? How important is community? Like, doing your part for the community.
Community work. Community is so important. It is very important. As long as the community is on what you're on. You understand me? I don't want to give you something. I don't want to give you something as part of my community, and then you disrespect me for it.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying, Jack? Because as you know, in every race, you've got fucked up people. You understand what I'm saying, Jack? In every race, black, white, Chinese, Syrian, Israeli, Palestinian, don't matter who you are, you've got that in every race. You understand what I'm saying, Jack? So, you know, I've always been a community man. Always been a community man, 100%. I'm always been a community man, but I'm not a racist man. You understand what I'm saying, Jack? I don't give a shit whether you're black or white.
In my opinion, I feel like the racist terminology has just gone way too far. They're trying to paint everybody with the racist picture.
Because
if you've got an opinion on a certain race, you now
you actually can't. You know, if you're a black man in Birmingham, you actually because there's so many organisations in Birmingham as black organisations, and as a outspoken black activist like me, you can't actually come out and say, "Oh, me like them white people," or something, because that will backfire on you. It will backfire on certain people. I don't really give a shit if it backfires on me because I'm not racist. So I like black people, I like white people, you're Asian, everybody. At the end of the day, is, you know, once bitten, twice shy. It don't matter what race you are. If you fuck with me once, I'm not going to fuck with you again. That's it, simple as that. I don't care what colour you are. That's just me for you.
So speaking of the stereotypes, how do you deal with stereotypes, especially when it comes to like the restaurants? You know what they say about Caribbean restaurants, all bad service, and they too long. How do you like dispel those myths?
So that's what I'm saying. So we try. That's all we can do is try. Like yesterday, I've never seen this restaurant. At 3 o'clock yesterday, I had 60 people seated on one side. That was a seating. And then before 3 o'clock, I had 8 seating. So at 3 o'clock yesterday, I had 85 people in there. And that restaurant, it's not an easy thing to have 85 people around there. And 60 of the people that I had were over 60. That was a 60th birthday. And you have to know how to deal with black people. And you have to know how to deal with
tailor the menu.
You have to deal with. I never even tailored the menu. I gave them the whole menu. Where is the menu? I gave them the whole menu. Because this is what some people do, you see. Some people will take on a booking and then tailor the menu. I could have tailored the menu from my house, on my laptop. I could have done it. I could have just booked 4 mains and 2 starters and rice and peas and white rice. But I put everything on the menu. So that means they had the whole choice. So, you know, you got some people that are for you and you got some people that are against you. There's nothing you can do about that, bro. Wash your hands, there's nothing you can do.
Okay, so you see, like how you said, you dealt with black people, because we know you've been from
Yeah.
So now you're in town, you're deal with a lot of other demographics as well. You might even get tourists, because this is the centre.
Hold on, I'm not cutting you. I'm not cutting you. Because a lot of people has got a perspective that Ricky Tru is from the ghetto. I am a fostered child. Never been adopted. I grew up in Sheldon, amongst every white school you can think of. I went to school with white kids. I didn't go to school with not one black child. I think there was one black person in my school. So, you know, a lot of people say, Ricky Tru's from the ghetto. I am not from the ghetto. I came to the ghetto when I was about 12, 13. I caught the 97, the 98, and I caught the 17 and the 15 from Sheldon.
You reckon that's because you wanted to be amongst the man?
I wanted to be amongst the man them to play my music. That's what I wanted to do, my music. You understand what I'm saying, Jack? I wanted to be amongst the man them for my music.
So you was catching the bus down there every day?
Every day. Listen, like I says, my next birthday I'm 49. For me to do what I wanted to do, I told you I'm a foster child. So every home that I went into, I had to run away. I'm a runaway child. So I was running away from when I was 10, 11, 12, 13, just to go and play dancehall music. Way in Irie, these Sensation song. When I had nowhere to sleep, I slept in the ballroom. Not this pretty one. Not this pretty one. In the one where MC Lenny, them used to do old school rave jungle and all and something there. Like, I used to run away and sleep in them places. Do you understand me? I got in tune with every top promoter that kept dances, because if me couldn't go and go sleep, because I had no home, I just sleep in the venue till the next morning. Find somewhere in Brum and brush my teeth and wash my arm. God, that's how I grew. You understand me? But I never grew begging nobody for nothing. I always was doing this. You understand me? I'm growing up, I'm little galley sometimes. I'm going to galley yard. Any girl with a kid I go in, and when I'm mother gone work, she just let me in at the back door. You get me? I said, what time I even gone around there for nothing? But just gone around there for a quick beard. Come on, fresh. When they're 11, 12, 13, that's when we want fresh the most. Because me up on the road Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I play music. Bushers, Court Road, Barsley, Soho Road, Frontline, Tasha's. You understand what I'm saying? Then from Sheldon, I found Nietzsche's, because my real mum used to live in Nietzsche's. I never knew my real mum till I was 16. Okay. I never knew my real dad till I was about 14. So that's when Nietzsche's come into it. So I went over to Nietzsche's. I took over Nietzsche's. I took over Nietzsche's from I was about 14 till about 20, 26 or something like that. They used to call me Ricky Tru Nietzsche's. People didn't even know where I come from. Them time people were thinking, is Ricky Tru a Johnny or something? Did you get what I'm saying? Like they're thinking, people think, is Ricky a Johnny? Or what? No, it's not that. I was in Nietzsche's, I was in Aston. Do you get what I'm saying, Jack? Yeah, so that's where I was at the time. I'd come to Handsworth, I'd be everywhere.
All around Birmingham.
All around Brum, I was
Birmingham's kind of your stomping ground, naturally.
Birmingham's my stomping ground. I couldn't go nowhere and a man said to me, Rick's not supposed to be here. Are you mad? Are you stupid? It was my place, it's my town.
Serious? Like you don't know who Ricky Tru is?
Yeah, you have to know who Ricky Tru is. Got, you know, I've been doing this from I was doing this before Ricky Tru. I was Liquor Ricky. You get what I'm saying?
Where does the name, is Ricky your first name or is it?
No, Ricardo was my first name.
Okay,
Yeah, I think it was. I used to play. I built a sound name, Apocalypse. That's from the ghetto, Handsworth. So I went to.
What's this late 90s?
This
early
was
2000?
yeah, about early 2000. I went to Jamaica. I built beer dog plates on that sound.
Yes.
I was doing good for that sound. He used to have a man named Jaxie and Rizla, and I think it was Rizla that named me Ricky Tru, because you had the Two Tru family, Two Tru crew. They were kind of running the place as well. So yeah, that's where that comes. That's where Ricky Tru used to wear big chains and going on with himself. And I used to have a Benz. I was the only little youth in the ghetto. One of them black Benzes, and from the side like a black Mazda, everything leathered out. I was a young lad them time there, but I was doing it, bro. You get what I'm saying? It's proper doing it.
I just want to backtrack it a little bit. So you know how you're saying he was fostered and you know up to 16 and that's how important is it to you to be in your kids' lives?
Pardon?
How important is it to you to be a presence in your kids' lives?
Oh yeah, like I love my kids. My first two kids that I had, as you know, like I said, they came about because I was young, up and coming, putting my little thing there, putting my little thing there. Do you get what I'm saying? Shoving my business there, shoving my business there. So they came back when I was young, but I was still in their life. You understand what I'm saying, Jack? My daughters, I got a big daughter, La Familia. I don't know if you not know.
She's big in the Birmingham scene as well.
Big. She's one of the biggest in Birmingham, originally from Winton Green. You understand what I'm saying, Jack? They can't forget about Farah, because at the end of the day, she's done a lot for Brum. And then my son's Chef Kano.
Yeah, he's done a lot.
He's done a lot. He's done bits, like, you know.
And you said he was working with like the celebrities, the footballers.
He does the celebrities, he does all of them things and that. And then them two were where from. They were like from when. Them were like from when. Them my kids from when I was young. It's hard for a father. It's hard for a dad to be looking after young kids when you're a young kid yourself. You understand what I'm saying, Jack? But I've never been a waste dad.
Yeah. Can't put that on
Do you understand me? You can't put that on my name. And then on top of it now, you see my daughter now. My daughter's 7. She was 11 months old when I had the crash. Like,
all she knows is wheelchair. Dad.
All she knows is wheelchair. Daddy, you're gonna walk again. Daddy, you're gonna walk again. She's pushed me through parks and all that. She's done a lot for me.
Yeah, how was that? Like, how did it actually feel knowing that she had the experience that couldn't get the full version?
Oh, bro, it made me cry enough time. Man. You can't be a man if you're not gonna cry about them things. Because at the end of the day, you want to push your daughter in on the swing and all that. Do you understand what I'm saying, Jeff? You want to push your daughter on the swing and all them things. Do you understand me?
You want to run with your daughter and all these things.
I want to run with my daughter. I want to do so much with my daughter. Like, you understand me? Like,
furthermore, when you get old, she'll be the one to look after you.
No, listen, she's the one that's going to look after me.
But she just already knows you to be.
Listen, she'll wash my foot now.
That's what I'm saying.
She's just like her mum.
Yeah,
she's just like her mum. Like, there's nothing. Somebody bring me Atlantis, please. Yo, can somebody bring me Atlantis, please? Yeah, what I'm gonna say is like, Atlantis is just like her mum, caring, attentive, like, she's a lot. Do you understand what I'm saying, Jack? And she's the one that's gonna look after me. I know that for a fact. 100%, I know that for a fact.
I feel like you taught your kids a good message on how to bounce back. I feel like you taught your kids a good message on how to bounce back, especially through what you
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Like a disability, so to say, can't bring you down.
Yeah, definitely. This is my little Atlantis. This is my little Atlantis, yeah. And she's been there for me for like, she's done a lot for me, more than a lot of people on road. Do you understand what I'm saying? To like, if I'm at home, I don't have to get up. Like, and I'm a person that loves to move. I like to do things. I won't ask her or her mum to do nothing for me. They'll just do it for me. Do you understand what I'm saying, Jack? So like she's my heartbeat. Yeah, understand me? Like, for the time that I was in a wheelchair, I couldn't take her to school. It was killing me. But now I'm walking. I take her to school every morning. Every morning.
Like, you're not missing out now.
No, her mum. I tell her mum hold her seat.
Yes.
Me will do this now.
Yeah.
Because her mum's done a lot. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because when I was in a wheelchair, her mum had to step up to be a mum and a dad. You understand what I'm saying to you? So, this is my little Atlantis, and I love her like God's speed. She knows that. 100%. You make it. Alright, go back around the restaurant. I'll see you in a bit, okay? Yeah. She's my heartbeat. This is why I do this restaurant for her. I do this for her. In fact, do you know, out of everything, I was going to call it the Atlantis restaurant. But if I was going to do that, you'd have seen more water in here, fish tanks in there, this and that, switch up the vibe. So I just thought Caribbean and cocktails.
Keep it to what you know,
keep it to just like that. Do you understand what I'm saying, Jack? Yeah.
What do you see for the future, basically?
For the future?
Like you said, you got the lease for 10 years, and
yeah, I think for the future, I'll probably have one of these in Manchester. Yeah. I don't think I'd open another. I don't think I'd open one of these in Birmingham again. Yeah. Because I've got the one in the heart of Brum. There's no black man in Brum. In Birmingham City Centre, I'm the only black man in Birmingham City Centre. Even if there's a restaurant in Birmingham, it's not B1.
It's not.
Do you understand me? I think some man have got some restaurants in B16, B18, this, that, borderline. This is B1. Like, there isn't a black man. Like, the amount of interest has been, like, even when you guys come to me, like, there's 2 stories been done on me already on Birmingham Mail. Like, Facebook, Birmingham Mail. I've had so many newspapers. After the Birmingham Mail, I've actually told them no. There's so many people tried to get through to me to do an interview.
Yeah, not everyone can.
Yeah, you see, like, after this one that I've done now, and this goes out, nobody can get hold of back to me for a year. You won't see me do that one more interview for at least a year, bro. Because I'm not that guy. Because I know once this goes out and it goes viral, it's done there. Why am I doing the next one for in 2 months?
Yeah, it's true.
You understand what I'm saying? We might as well work with stuck on my grind. You understand what I'm saying? I've done one on Chop Shop already. So they've done got theirs. And they're like, Chop Shop, Keen, and then they're coming out the family as well.
Of course. Do
you understand what I'm saying? I've seen them, I've seen Keith grow. Do you understand me? From his mum's house, his brother, T-Bat. I love them. Like they're my family, like they're my old ones as well. So that's it at the moment, you know.
Okay, so because you're a multi-talented person, how do you handle all these different talents that you have? Because there's a lot of youths out there that got different talents and don't know how to channel them. But you seem like
I have been there sometimes because you know a lot of people say Ricky Tru's famous, you know, but he don't know how to handle it. It's not about don't know how to handle it, you know. At the end of the day, I'm not out there begging nobody nothing. You understand what I'm saying, Jack? Been there, done that. Like talent, and what I can do. You can't go around to select and save and buy it.
Serious.
You're either born with it or you're not off the shelf. Yeah. Whatever you lot are doing here, you lot know you've got that in you. You understand me? And certain people just can't pattern that and pick that up. You understand me? What I do, they can't pattern me.
Serious. I feel like you're a brand, even though you've got a multiple amount of businesses. I feel like you're a brand in yourself. Like the name Ricky Tru is a brand in itself.
Yeah, and for a lot of people that don't know who I am, at the end of the day, I've been doing this from day dot. So as you like grow up in the ends, you know who Ricky Tru is. Everybody knows.
You'll be surprised as how much people were connected to that even just eat at your shop.
Yeah.
You get me? I've got a cousin that goes to your shop every week.
Yeah.
You get me what I'm saying?
Listen, I've got people that
we got Keens.
I've got people that will not eat nowhere else apart from
Especially Caribbean food.
Especially Caribbean food. At the end of the day, love me or hate me. Do you understand me? Love me for the respect, but even when you hate me, what do you hate me for? Because in life, everybody's arrogant.
It's true. Absolutely.
You understand me? Everybody's bossy. And you got a lot of people that's just it. So what in life would you hate me for? Do you understand what remember, you know, you got a lot of people say, Ricky Tru them out pussy what? You understand? For what reason?
And they don't even know it.
And they don't even know me.
Or give you a little minor reason.
They've never been to the shop.
Or give me a minor reason. Or, you know, their sister or their baby mother turn and say, yo, Ricky Tru's nice, you know. So now they got me up for that. So they're only gonna sit amongst their friends and say Ricky Tru's a pussy, you know. Because they heard their baby mother say, you know, Ricky Tru's a nice guy. But they're doing it neatly behind their baby mother's back. That's what I'm saying, that. Simple, but it's still their baby mother in my DM. Ricky Tru, can I get a pepper steak? You don't veg. Yeah, I know this. 100%.
Any closing messages?
Yeah, man. All that day. Yeah, man. Bless for coming, making us come true, man.
That's fine, bro.
Yeah.
That's fine. 100%.
Any closing messages for the people them?
Closing messages for the people them. Yo, love me or hate me. At the end of the day, you have to work out in your mind what you hate me for. You understand what I'm saying, Jack? And another thing as well, you cannot run with certain narratives. If you hear Ricky Tru say, me love them white people, then me love them white people, then
Serious.
just because in the same context, say, me love them white people, then I don't have to jump up and say, I'm a community man and me love black people too. Because everybody done knows that already. You understand what I'm saying to you? Simple. Like, you're not going to see the Asian community in Birmingham trying to say, yo, Ricky Tru says he likes the white people then.
And he hates us.
And he hates us. You never hear that because we love the Asian community.
Serious.
Who eats from me more than the Indian community? I'm not talking about the Asian community now. I'm talking about the Indian community.
Yeah, I can imagine, man.
You understand what I'm saying, Jack? Because, you know, a lot of Asians are like black people. You understand what I'm saying, Jack? So, you know, they like flashy cars, they like going on with themselves, they like hating. You understand what I'm saying, Jack? I know that, but you see, who loves Ricky Tru more than the Indians? And who loves Ricky Tru more than the Asians?
Nobody.
Like, who loves Ricky Tru more than the black community? Who loves Ricky Tru more than the white community? The Kurdish community? You understand me? The Romanians. Like, I can go into my phone now and find about 20 Afghanistan man on my phone. Afghanistan, you know. And they're going to be like, Ricky, where are you, bro? Come, where are you? Let's have tea. Let's have tea, Ricky Tru.
Big respect they're giving you.
Yes, bro. You understand me? But then you have a minority of a majority. More time they're on Facebook, they've got little pages and all that running, probably with a couple of K on it, and think like they can bring down your business. Because there's a lot of people out there that looks to bring down black people's business.
Too much, man.
You understand me?
And I feel it's like there's a one person with a big voice that can kind of leverage their voice amongst the community.
Simple.
But these times that person is coming out of feelings, they've seen something and they're speaking of feelings.
And
or
another
they're
thing,
just blatantly
I
lying.
have to say it again. Not because you're a black man, not because you're a black man, you have to come out and say, I love black people. Because everybody should know who you are anyway. Simple as that. And another thing as well, you shouldn't, if you're racist, bro, stay away from certain things. Because I am not a racist person. I can sit and hold a conversation with anybody, whether ghetto or whether corporate. You understand me? Another thing as well, look out for the film called Partner. I've got a big role in it. Like, it's just dropped.
I've been seeing the trailer for that.
Yeah, it's just dropped. As you can see, Ricky Tru in a bad boy suit, and they had me in the wheelchair. They had me in Bentleys. They gave me brand new suits every day. They looked after my bank account. They looked after me. They done me good, like. So look out for the Partner. It's called Partner. Look out for Partner. That's dropping very, very soon. And we got beats going on, and we got a lot of stuff going on for Valentine's. We got a lot of stuff going on for homeless people.
Shout out what's ever in the restaurant now that you.
I'd like to big up my team, the whole of my team, big up myself. Remember, Ricky Tru cannot do it without that. I'd like to big up my daughters, I'd like to big up my son, I'd like to big up my family, that's for me. If you're a family member and you're not for me, suck your mum.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That's it, I don't give a fuck. All the scatter. You get what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, I'm not here to preach up the thing. If you're a family member and you're against me, I'll say it again, all the scatter.
Yes.
You understand me? If you somebody that's looking in and you're against me, same thing again. But if you're for me, that's nothing more than I can say about love for you. And my restaurant door is always open for you. You understand me? And a lot of you little girls that sit down on Snapchat and be thinking they know Ricky Tru and this, you don't know me. Go look for your baby father. I'm leaving it there.
Give them the name of the restaurant again, where they can find you, and where they can find
Alright, the name of the restaurant, Caribbean and Cocktails. You can find me at 76 to 86 John Bright Street, right opposite Turtle Bay, where everybody's burning me out for, thinking, why did I put a restaurant here? But why wouldn't I? You understand what I'm saying?
My team ready another one.